Have you ever had an ant infestation? A few ants, you can deal with that, right? But hundreds of ants swarming in your kitchen? That can wreck your day. The same with automatic negative thoughts, or ants for short. In this video, I'm sharing my 4-step ant method to defeat the devil's lies in real time so that you can go from anxiety to peace and shame to confidence. And be sure not to miss the bonus step at the end. Let's dive in. Step number 1 is notice. Automatic negative thoughts are quick, involuntary thoughts that pop into your mind without conscious effort, often in response to a trigger. Because they are so automatic, you may not even notice these thoughts. Brain science tells us that every thought you have triggers the release of neurochemicals. Negative thoughts cause your brain to immediately release chemicals that affect every cell in your body, making you feel bad. The opposite is also true. Positive, happy, hopeful thoughts release chemicals that make you feel good. Ants trigger feelings and body sensations that don't feel good. But it's a blessing because this emotional shift or bodily reaction is a clue to help you catch the ant in its tracks. So check in with yourself during the day and notice how you're feeling. If you're feeling mad, sad, worried, nervous, lonely, or out of control, that's your brain's neuroplasticity window opening. Step number 2, identify. Because ants are so automatic, these thoughts are often accepted as true without testing if they're true. You know, not every thought we have in our head is true. And some thoughts aren't even ours. So when you notice these feelings, take a moment and ask yourself, what was I thinking just before this shift? Ask God to fill you with His peace and to help you identify that thought. Most of the time when you don't feel good, there's a lie behind that feeling. Step number 3 is replace. You can't just tell yourself not to think that thought. Remember the pink elephant? You have to replace a thought with another thought. As believers, we have the advantage of having God's Word, which is truth. So find a verse which is the opposite of the lie and replace the ant with God's truth. Neuroscience tells us that when the feeling and thought is activated, that's the window for neuroplasticity. In other words, for your brain to rewire that thought. This skill alone can completely change your life if you embrace it and practice it. If you're finding this content helpful, take a moment and hit the like button. Step number 4 is declare. As Christians, we know that the words we speak are incredibly powerful. The Bible tells us that death and life are in the power of the tongue, and to choose life. Speaking God's truth aloud helps to create faith in us. It also takes authority over the liar, and we encourage ourselves in the Lord. In James it says that our tongue is like the rudder on a ship that determines its direction. That's what it does in our lives. And it also strengthens the rewiring process. And the bonus key? Consider professional help. A therapist can provide tools and strategies such as CBT to help you manage ants. Research shows that ants can fuel anxiety, depression, OCD, trauma, and grief. And it can be difficult to manage these alone. I know that personally and also professionally. There's no shame in asking for help. I've put a link for online CBT therapy in the notes below this video and also in the pinned comment. I did that because if you don't have therapy available to you in the area, particularly CBT, then you'll have an option. So killing the ants and rewiring your brain takes time and practice. I love this ant tool because you can use it in real time, right where you are, when it's most effective. And this simple method can be used every day as we live our normal daily lives. If you found this video helpful, here's a playlist of other videos on renewing your mind. And please share, like, and comment so these videos reach more people. Thank you, and God bless you.